All right, hello, and today we are recording some Pioneer with Sultai Lutri. So I had someone comment on a video. They mentioned they thought maybe Sultai Lutri, some sort of control pile, might be decent in the meta versus is it in green white. And I said, why the hell not? Like I'm always down. I like building decks. Lutri is always like a fun deck building challenge. There's a lot of different ways to approach it, and yeah, I do kind of agree. Some of the green black cards are decently well positioned, like Culling Ritual. But I threw something together, and this is what we got. Quick note I want to make is that Boomerang Basics in our sideboard, it's bugged on Arena. The Lutri is counting it as a second copy in our main deck, or something like that. I don't know. It like doesn't let you access your side deck, which I don't believe is correct, because it says, I don't know, I looked it up, and your starting deck has a different name. So I believe I can have the Boomerang Basics in my side deck, but we're just going to play with 14 cards on our side deck for the video. It's kind of important, but whatever. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. For me, if you are playing this deck in paper or maybe on Magic Online, obviously play the Boomerang Basics. Things that can learn do give some synergy to the deck because we have a bunch of permanents we can pick up. So having a bounce effect in the sideboard so we can have access to bounce effects more often, more consistently in our one of deck is important. But we're not going to be doing that here. It was specifically Boomerang Basics, but we got the other different cards to learn for. So yeah, I guess we can just go through the deck. It's all one ofs. We do have Up the Beanstalk in our deck, and we have a lot of ways to trigger it. These are. I just had a list that already looked like it was full of cards that were good with Up the Beanstalk, like Quantum Riddler, Tassiger, this town. So I figured why the hell not, and it's something to bounce with Boomerang Basics or this town or Divide by Zero, Fear of Isolation. So it's a value thing. So we've got a Beanstalk package, we've got a bounce package with Stormchaser's Talent, with Hopeless Nightmare, Grim Bauble, the Beanstalk. Poet's Quill is something that can normally get the bounce effect and be bounced itself for value. Other than that, we've got Analyze the Pollen and Traverse to get some of our one-ofs. We got Sheoldred, Kalidas, Fatal Push, Grim Bauble, Removal Spells, Thoughtseize, Duress, Discard. Cut down's really good right now. Cecil in a mana base that has a bunch of shocks because we're 3 colors, I think is reasonable. You can flip it pretty soon. Cryogen Relic for bounce. Jace because you can't leave home without it. If we're playing a Lutri deck, I'm probably just going to include this card. I think it's a lot of fun to play with. It does play decently well with Boomerang Basics. You can just sort of loop it and rebounce it, replay it, loot. But yeah, Sheoldred's Edict, Abrupt Decay, Meathook Massacre is decent against Prowess and sometimes Green-White. It's another thing we can pick up. Wicked Honor Dead, another thing we can pick up. Bargain triggers up to Beanstalk. It gives Delve Enable. It's another thing we can flash back with Jace. We got Stock Up, Divide by Zero for learning. Trespasser, Preacher, and Sentinel as mid-range things. Reclamation Stage can blow up Corey Steelcutter, and it's something we could tutor for. And then we have Culling Ritual, Urgent Necropsy, more cards that can be good against Corey Steelcutter, and then Quantum Riddler to round things out. Mana base I just kind of threw together. Just a mix of shocks and verges. Got some Triomes and a starting town, a Boseiju. Only 2 basics I have are the non-green ones, because if we're casting these, then we already have green mana. I don't have any double green cards anyway. And then side deck, we've got some lessons. Spell Pierce, Ray for things like Greasefang. Even green-white, this card's really good against. Cage, Stop, Collect the Company, Negate just as a counter. Terra Sunders, more ways to deal with Enduring Curiosity or Corey Steelcutter. Chevelle's nice against the Learn card that forces you to block. The Death Touch is pretty relevant there, and then we can clean things up and gain life against some of the smaller creature decks. Path of Peril is a sweeper. Torborg can come in, we can take out a few of our ETB trigger things. Really good against green-white, and then Extinction Event, another thing to go alongside Black Sun's Zenith that can be good against both Izzet and green-white. So that is it for the deck. We are having some fun today, messing around with Sultai Lutri. Fingers crossed, hopefully we can get some W's. Yeah, should be fun. See you in the games. Let's go first. And, oh, nice. We got the one of Stormchaser's Talent and Fear of Isolation. Let's go. Okay, Poet's Quill. Can't get the bounce effect, like I said, but we can learn for other stuff. So. It'd be really nice if this could get the bounce effect, though. I'm sad about it. But unfortunately, Arena is a program. It's an expensive way to play Magic the Gathering that is doesn't always work. What can you do? Island go. Could Quill first. I don't really know why I need to attack first, but a little bit lazy. Just click our buttons. 50 for 1. Okay. So, maybe Neoform. Blue-green Neoform. Blue-white something. I guess what we're up against instead. What am I learning for? So I don't have the bounce effect because I can't get it. So we can just get the thing that looks at our top 4. It's going to be equal to land count. Could also get the thing that buys back a permanent, but... Disenchant. I don't want this. There's not that many creatures in my deck, but I just get a land if I brick. My hand's pretty bad. Alright, let's get the sense. We can even double it with Lutri. So that's probably what we should play towards. My opponent's playing like blue-white... Like flash? Let down. Bit of Aang in their hand. Add Lutri, your go. So next turn we get double Seismic Sense if these resolve. So I'm just gonna pop this. I don't know what the hell they're playing. Clearly a flash deck. I don't think there's anything fancy going on. They're kind of racing on the board. I have the Poet's Quill, which is going to make it difficult for them to race. They could have Wandering Emperor, but that would mean my cards are resolving. Okay, so let's go tap land. Cast this. I think it gives me priority. Attempt to Lutri it. Don't be lame. Deck's all one-ups. Don't be lame. Oh, boo. We just get nothing. That's toxic. That's toxic. Okay, do I want to trade across? Double blocks for 2. I think I'm fine with trading this for this. Just get this back for 0. Let's go play this. We get 6. We get a Tassiger or a Sentinel. Guess I will take the Sentinel. Jam that. Okay. Toxic. I think they're really accomplishing much, but I still am not a fan. Bottom card. I think we're just shoving again. Like, I could not. Oh, we'll get the Sentinel next turn. I think we're gonna have enough bodies for the Poet's Quill, so. Trade the board, trade the board. So we have a rebuy on either of these whenever with our Storm Chaser's talent. You're at 8. Go ahead. Yep. Take 2. I go. 4, 6 total. Sentinel as well. We should ignore the Quill. Use all of our mana. You got it. Yep. All right. Sentinel back on the bench. I will play a Jace. Got all the stuff. You've got an Aven. You got 6 life. Your go. I think they're dead. They've played a lot of mediocre cards. We've played only the best because we're playing one-ofs, so we gotta pick the best one of every time, right? Alright, activate Jace. Good card. Play my thing.
My own most challenging puzzle.
Sure, we'll equip, why not? Okay, can I attack you? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna click my buttons as fast as I can. I don't think I can lose. I don't think it matters what I do. I just gotta get him dead. Going through the motions. Opponent does not want to give up. Sure. Maybe I could lose. I'm getting beat down. I don't want my Jace to get chewed on. We will pick up the... I guess Storm Chaser. I could pick up the Quill, honestly. The Quill gets me a rebuy on a permanent, so I get back Lutri. But... it would be insane if I lost this game. I would be very surprised. Yep. Click buttons. Cards. Button. Button. Finally. Alright, they gave up. Got him this the Lutri squeeze. You can't outdo the value. Okay, blue, white, flying cards. I guess I want Ray. Do I want that many other things? Not really. Chevelle, maybe, if I think I have enough spot removal that can deal with their stuff. Does Torpor Orb do anything? Doesn't seem good enough. I assume the deck has, like, no more lies in it. Sideboarding with this is a mess. This is funny. Okay. Take out Hopeless Nightmare. Maybe that's not the most important thing. Duress is going to hit, like, no more lies. They have a high creature count. All right, how many cards do I think are just not good here? I have a lot of cards that seem fine against creature decks. Reclamation Sage. Sorcery stuff is not great. Maybe I don't want Culling Ritual. All these other cards seem fine. I can take out Tasker anytime. Okay, what's the best 3 of my sideboard options? What is this? This is mana value? It's 4 mana for clear 2s. I could just have Path, because it's kind of cheap. I think they're specifically not spirits. They're just blue-white flying. Alright, let's just go here. I think I'm just going to have the Culling Ritual because I get the mana back. A lot of times I'm going to get to clear 2 things if it does in fact resolve. Maybe I have Seam Rip. Portable Hole could be cards in their deck too that I can clear with Culling Ritual, so I think I'm fine with betting on that card. Okay, this hand is not as good as the first hand. Should I keep it anyway? We'll try it. We just need to find something to pick up with the Sphere missing out. We got Relic up the Beanstalk, Hopeless Nightmare, Storm Chaser, all that stuff. Worst comes to worst, I can pick up a land if it comes down to it. I don't think I'm going to traverse with this hand. I have a lot of mana anyway, and this is already close to getting Delirium. Like, this can get cycled, this can die, that's 3. Do I cut down or Ray? I think it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm Ray now. I don't want the Hexproof. What's something with... yeah, that'd be something that would be good here. But alright, let's get Lutri. Now we can have double cut down at some point. That was a very good draw. Do I want to play around No More Lies? I think I can. Like, I know they're missing land drops, and I know that I'm not, so I think we wait a turn on the Beanstalk. Alright, guy to kill. Do I kill? I think so. I don't really know why they would main phase, and this is a good way for them to get their third land. Up the beanstalk, you cannot normalize, or you can normalize me if I get to pay for it. Okay, now we can fear, pick it up. Right, here you go. Why didn't they do that in response? Can you draw any card? The hell? Okay. I think it might have been a good time for that. I will cast... I don't know. This card is very good against Up the Beanstalk. I don't know why my opponent did not play it. Even. Okay. Do I want to play the Up the Beanstalk and just give both players a card here? Not really. I'm just gonna say go and play for the Culling Ritual. You just sit here, replay the Trespasser, and they can't attack us. Queller. Wayne. Ritual, I get 2. So I'm 2 for wanting myself to block them from stopping the draw. I think that it's worth doing just because they're tapped out. Guess we can attack to chump check them. They have a free block on the 2/3. 2 damage. I just need to find more things that will make Up the Beanstalk good, I think. And I have Traverse as well. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep the Sage here. Go. -4. You got it. Sheoldred, that's a good one. Do I want to get them to fight over other things? So I get the cast trigger. Let's Traverse for a 5. This deck's been pretty sweet, so do I want Riddler? I guess I'm just gonna cast the Sheoldred first and hope they don't have anything. It's not like I'd lose the game if the Sheoldred goes. And can't get below 2 cards, so I'm gonna do it now. Oh, we're getting the life. That's surprising. Okay, they messed up. We got a free 2 life. I can analyze for something. Do I want to do that? I'll do it now. I get the 1 mana. So what is it? 8? I get Tassiger. It's not that impressive. I have Divide by 0. Kalidas is maybe decent. I think I am still gonna get Tasker just because I get the redraw. So Divide gets me a buyback on a permanent. Okay. Or it gives me just a look at top of my deck. It could also loot my hand. Oh shit. Well, they finally played a good card. After all these games, they played a good card. I think we might have lost. Let's see, though. I want to divide main phase? Could divide and discard. Board and an untap land. 2 divide discard is 2. So if I divide discard and then I find an untap land, I could play Tassiger and draw even more. The disenchant. They just replay this idiot. They're in a tough spot. I should have played my land first. It's my bad. A Jace versus Chevelle. I don't really know if it matters. What do I want here? Do I have Extinction Event in my deck? Maybe Extinction Event should have come in. I didn't really expect them to have 1-drops. It looks good in this spot at least. But it is another thing that they can just counter. So. I don't know why the ground thing attacked, but it did. Okay. Oh, sure. Sheoldred dies. That's not the end of the world. Fatal Push is a good draw. So, this is 7. Be annoying. I want to kill this. I don't want to kill everything. Massacre is a redraw. No, why in the world would it do that? I've never had a Treasure Cruise do that in my life. Is that how Treasure Cruise works too? If you auto pay? I cannot believe that it just did 6 mana. Maybe I messed it up. That is so tilting. Holy shit, I'm going to lose because of that. That is very, very, very bad. That sucks so unbelievably badly. Okay. 6 mana, 4/5. Your turn. That's awful. Yeah. I mean, they draw 3, and then I Meathook. I mean, maybe the Meathook resolves. That's so unfortunate, dude. I mean, I could have resolved. I lost 5 mana there. That is disgusting. Okay, so no Enduring Curiosity means they have counter spells, and I'm dead anyway. Still pretty bad news. That's really unfortunate. Whatever. It's tilting. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know. Arena where you don't get to, your deck doesn't get to function, and the auto tapper's like, nah, dog, no delving. My bad. I don't. Maybe that one's on me. Okay. I mean, we got random to buy a Tidebinder too. If that was just a spell, I think they probably had a counter anyway. But just go again. It's fine. Put in Torpor Orb. That was actually maybe correct to just put in Torpor Orb so the cards don't have text. Queller, Aven, Tidebinder, the bird that gives hexproof. So. It's still, I mean, the deck's been cool at least. Either way, like that sucked. I don't know if it would have mattered. So like the stock up, we would have seen. And maybe I could have done lifelink or some shit. I also, it would have changed every decision that I made if I had 5 extra mana. But maybe we still would have just died all the same. Yeah, whatever. Alright, go first. Sure. Not very good against their deck. This has got to be... Okay, so this says up to 1 yeah, so their deck's all creatures. I knew they had Seam Rip, but Seam Rip's not that good against me anyway. This should be Extinction Event. This is kind of just my eyes glazing over my deck because it's all random one-ofs, but this should have been upgraded to a Sweeper. It's not. It's not good here. So far the decks felt fine, though. Actually buffs my Quantum Riddler, which is funny. I drew a lot of lands though, so maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Keep this to cycle. How high value is Boseiju? I think... Whatever. Let's have a companion. Have the lands tapped. No second land or second land in phase 2. Mana Confluence. Just gonna get blown out in the same way. They're just gonna counter the Ray, and then we trade for the 2/1. Unfortunate how Lutri's templated, where like I think most of the things they print nowadays just give you a trigger that says the next thing will be copied. I don't know if I would still counter it, but... Alright, well, we've stabilized. We can get this Riddler into play, maybe draw a couple extra cards, have a big flying blocker. Jace. I'm gonna play for the Jace and the stock up instead. I think so. I'm comfortable with that. Meathook, Decay, Awaken. Take 2 cheap spells. I think Awaken's probably good here. Meathook's good too, but they could have Tidebinder. I guess these are both triggers, right? I think I'll still keep the Awaken. Play Jace. Play tap, land Zagoth. Sure. Sure. You do have Seam Rip in your deck, huh? Your last cards are Tidebinder, and I'm just gonna get hosed. Pretty annoying. I lose flying. Kalitas. Still Tidebinderable, but Ang. If they had Aang and Tidebinder, my life just sucks and there's not much I can do. Do we get 2 turns? I think their last card's Tidebinder. I think they just had it all. Unfortunately for us. I can't survive. I guess this Riddler has to draw. I mean, it's getting Tidebinder, so doesn't matter. We die in the air. Okay, they didn't have it. One better than the next. It's instant speed. What would it be? It could be Spell Queller. I beat Spell Queller if I don't play anything here, so I think I just play nothing. Tidebinder would have got cast. I think I can attack for 2. What's the ground punish? I don't really know. Just do nothing. They tap out, we clear a threat. Oh. They just have Flood Pit Drowner in their deck too, and I get max punish. Does it matter though? Yeah, I would have lived. That's so fucking annoying. It actually just like random stuff. Like, I don't know why this card's in their deck. Drowner makes sense, but all they've done is play Flash Flyers. Alright, GG's. Yami. That's so sad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's literally the... Maybe they have 1 copy in their deck. I don't know. That's the first time we've seen it, so... Got a bit randomed, but so it goes. I don't know why they have these mana confluence either, but GG. One goes first. My hand looks good, I think. Good card. Especially good against Cecil. I guess I will Duress you. Okay then. Yep. Okay, found that land. Meathook Massacre. That'll be good next turn. I think we'll probably be set. I don't need to do anything, so I guess we'll just leave up Divide. Leave up everything, and then play for Pyroclasm. I think they're going to empty their hand. Even get to keep our Cecil, which is extra nice. Yep. Do I want to just learn? Not bad. Not a bad exchange. Yep. Yep. I would love to be able to get the bounce. I guess I can just divide this to get the bounce as well, so. This town as well. Okay, let's relic draw. Culling Ritual too. Wow, this person is just gonna be sad. So yeah, Boomerang Basics. So I can bounce their Otter. It's kind of a weird play to deny a draw. Do I want to just deny draw, bounce Meathook? Kind of fine with that. It's turning this into a Meathook Massacre, and my opponent, like, Raven Crimes. We'll just Culling Ritual the board. Yep. Draw off our relic. Oh, nasty. Just bullying this as an opponent. I love it. Sure. You got 5 here. Okay, one-ups, baby. All right. So is it? I don't know how I want to sideboard. It seems like I have maybe too many cards for this matchup. Let's think about what I don't want. So, all right, let's just click the buttons. Torpor, no. Extinction Event's kind of slow. I think I can do without Extinction Event. And then Pierce and Negate are interesting, but I don't think I actually want to put them in my deck. Maybe the post-board games, they're better because they're going to have, like, random planeswalkers and stuff like that. But, okay, what do we want? Chevelle, I think, is good. This is just, like, a similar Meathook effect. Holland's Reverse are kind of slow. I'm on the draw. I can take out one of these. 64. Cut is pretty bad. Bounce effects are mid. I could take out Stock Up, maybe. Tasker actually blocks decently well. I think I can leave in Kalitas. Divide is kind of mid. Preacher. Reclamation Sage, I think, stays. Garisunder will try. Quill, I guess, will try. Really would. God. Not having the bounce spell sucks so bad. Wonder if we could have won that first match if I just had the bounce spell somewhere. I just wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, so Duress. I think keep Duress. It's just 1 mana. Nightmare could maybe even go. And Holland's better. So this is 5. Let's keep. Just keep. I guess we'll keep the interaction. Okay, we'll keep Nightmare. I don't know. Not really sure. It's between Cut and Nightmare for me. But we're just clicking buttons. We're gonna play, we're gonna draw our hand, and I'm gonna immediately recognize a card that I just glazed over. I shouldn't have. Okay, we got Culling Ritual, we got Removal Spell. We could still just get murdered. As a deck is very good. It's all 1 mana cards, and none of our cards cost 1 mana, but if we can survive, good things to do. Yep. I'm not gonna be greedy here, in case they have like Spellchaser for Culling Ritual. I'm gonna play my cards out. Get a quick 2, I can call next turn. Just Lutri. Or I can Awaken. Are you gonna counter Awaken? Not sure how I want to play this. It is interesting where it's like, okay, they're playing slow, they're playing conservatively. What is their hand? How many counters do they have? How many counters do they have post board? Do I care if I just have to get a 2-1? Is that a bad exchange for me? I think the answer is just no. So what's a ritual? Get 2 back. It's just Meathook, I guess. But then they have spell. Storm Chaser, pick up, replay. This buys back a creature. We don't have one. I could this town it. And then force prowess. I guess I shocked for nothing. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't know what I'm doing. Good card. You did not die to this Den of the Bugbear, which I honestly probably will just die to. My plan is against it. Okay. Didn't really feel like I had much going for me there, but I was just gonna keep ignoring my sweepers, which is weird. I don't know how to play it. I don't know how many pierces they have post board. If you told me they had 2 to 4, then I guess I'm comfortable with my play. If you told me they just have 0, then I should just jam my sweepers brainlessly. But I assume they have some amount of counters post board, so I don't hate the way that I played it. I don't need that much card advantage. I have the companion, but like maybe I'm just playing too slow and giving them opportunities to have the lesson plus synthesizer and just outgrind me. So either way, we got a W. I'll take it. GG's. 1. See if we can get another W. Let's go first. And we could try it. So we don't have black mana. It looks like we do, but we do not. I don't know if it matters. I guess I could draw. I don't know how many blue. Yeah, I could draw blue-black Verge. We're probably just playing Jace no matter what. I'm supposed to just play Island, but it doesn't. I don't have to represent anything. Come on, we're playing Lutri. No one knows what the hell's going on with us. Okay, so now I don't have the double black. Here. Jace. I just played Cecil. So this is Convoke. So we're going to see if they have Gleeful Demolition. And when they do, we're going to be really sad. Maybe I can catch up with Culling Ritual, but I might die to a 4/4. Alright, no Gleeful Demolition. Cool. Winnable. Get this guy. Here you go. It's gonna come down to what their last few cards are, but I can bauble cut down the 2/4 actually. That sucks. Fuck me. That's a problem. Let's see what else they get. Because now, yeah, that's a really big problem. Well, if you're not gonna have Gleeful and you just have Cosmo Ornithopter, I guess it's the same. I think we might be doomed. I don't know why people play these cards. Like, I think they're so bad. Like, I don't care. They always do this to me, and they probably feel very smart and good, but I just don't have to play terrible cards in your deck. It's not mandatory. Alright, give me 1,000,000 mana. Now what the hell do I do? It's just so unfortunate how well their creatures line up against the 2 cards I have in my hand. Okay. Ritual again. I can't really deal with the 4/4s, but I have Death Toucher here. Yeah, I guess I can blow up both. They go play this, look for 2 cards. I go Awaken, blow 1 up. Portable Hole again. That's really annoying. Man. I think being able to lose the game where I have the ritual go off is really unfortunate, but they had to have night, and then they had to hit more shit, and then drew a portable hole, so it is what it is. Still winnable, just kind of disappointed, I guess. So I can play for the ritual again, I guess. I could just get the Jace back, flip the Jace. Ritual kills the Jace. I don't deal with the 4/4, I lose the 2/3. You just blow up one of their creatures. Blow up the 2/3. Get a knight. Either way. Cut down again, just incredibly awkward in this specific instance. I really do kind of want the Jace. Yeah, getting to chain this into another one is just foul, yeah. Just a 0 mana 4/4 draw 2 cards is just such a good design. Oh shit. Convoke. Alright, well, another awkward card that just does not line up well at all. Supposed to attack somehow. The tricky spot where, like, the Awaken can pick up a card. And I can anoint both these 1/2s. My Awaken's just not gonna give value. I have to top that, like, stock up or some shit. Alright, whatever. I need to stop being so frustrated about this, but this game was just, I don't know. Every game against Convoke is you're just at the mercy of your opponent. Either, like, doing something disgustingly broken and god drawing, or just playing a piece of shit deck that can't beat anyone because it draws Ornithopter without whatever this 2/4 is called. Okay, so in response, whatever. They're not gonna do anything. I'll just let them have all their stuff. I kind of want them to attack. They don't know I have Anoint. I sort of want to trade the Lutri. Yes, of course, that is your draw. Wonderful. Very fun to play against you. Thank you. All right. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Now we're just gonna get turn 2'd. That'll be fun. All right, sweepers in, Ray in. I guess Chevelle is probably good enough. Corporal Orb stops. Convoke. Okay, we'll try the Orb. All right, so what are my things that don't work with Orb? Riddler. Reclamation Sage. I mean, I could just have Nambas. It's not that big of a deal. I don't really want Trespasser either way. Edict sucks. I got a lot of sweepers at least post board. Thoughtseize, Duress. I mean, Duress is only good against Gleeful, which, you know, maybe is the most important card, but clicking buttons. We gotta click one more button. Maybe divide. It's even good. It's probably mid. Alright, go. Go. Come on, Lutri, you can do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do there other than just be sad. I keep, I guess. It's not great. Not great, but we've got mana and a bunch of sweepers in our deck, so that's what we're playing towards. Probably gonna be dead if they Gleeful, but maybe not. So the difference between the Elephant and the Knight Errant is the Knight Errant draws 2 Magic the Gathering cards that are spells from the deck. The Elephant gives stats to the things I can sweep. So we need to cross our fingers that if they have the Convoke thing, it's the Elephant, but we still need a sweeper anyway, so. I guess some of the time the Elephant might be better. It depends what we have for the Meathook. In the case of Culling Ritual, the stats don't matter. Whatever. Yep. Uh-huh. Guard. Well done. Kudos. Oh, we're just drawing lands. How much time we have to draw a sweeper. I assume they don't, or they didn't have a 5-mana Convoke, otherwise they would have just done it. So if they play one here, it's one that was drawn. Yep, 4 in the air. Probably gonna be 5, but for now it's 4. Hello. Well, we got the sweep before they got a Convoke thing into play, so it's a big deal. Like 100% of games, they combine it with one of the 5 drops, but it didn't happen here. Well, that should do it. So we get double triggers on Preacher because life totals match. I'm surprised they're not conceding. I don't know what they're playing towards. The deck does not draw well. Maybe they're just one of those people that doesn't concede. Okay, we go 1/1s, sure. Alright. Well, we top decked very well. We drew Sweeper into Sheoldred. Alright, on the draw, do I want to put Duress in my deck? Kind of do. But they have Portable Hole. I don't care about Portable Hole. I don't think it's particularly good against my deck. I think they just felt nice killing my Jace. Even Torpor might be too slow. Could have Duress instead. On the play, I think it's fine. Run the draw. Oh, we're not doing enough. We can just make this swap. Anything else I want to change? I don't think so. Pierce. I mean, Pierce is another thing where if I'm on the draw, I just go land, go, they gleefully Pierce it. Otherwise, Pierce is very bad. Going Riddler in for some reason. No, I don't think so. I think we run it. Run it, cross our fingers. We're the underdog. We're on the draw. Opponent's playing Convoke. Playing all Singleton Lutri deck on bugged arena that doesn't let us use our sideboard correctly. But we'll do our best. We've got Culling Ritual. We've got a Chump Blocker. Everybody cross your fingers, hold your breath. Please don't have Gleeful Demolition. Scumbag. Scumbag Convoke player. I really wish I could get a bounce here. A bounce would be nice. It's always nicer. The Poet's Quill sucks so bad without the bounce on the side deck. Unfortunate. You just have to envision. You have to envision a different reality where I'm getting to pick up my Stormchaser's Talent and draw a card. Alright, we're deep in the tank. Okay, well, how are we deep in the tank if this is all we're doing? Are you huffing paint? Are you snorting glue? Like what? Just the smartest Convoke player. What? I have one fucking land, dude. This deck is so stupid. Why do they make Magic like this? I hate it. I hate it so much. Man, I can't live, right? Have to draw a sweeper next turn. It has to be path, right? What should I do? I have the best possibles. I don't know. Let me think. Should I kill my opponent? Should I make it so they're dead on turn 3? Should I make it so they can't win on turn 2 unless they have a sweeper? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will. Turn 2, do I want 500 power? Yeah. Let me think. I don't know. I have the nuts. Only played 700 games with my Convoke deck on Arena Ladder. Let me think. Yeah, Hopeless Nightmare. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Alright, well, GG's. That was the Lutri deck. You know, I could stop and record more matches. I think this deck's fine. I think it's solid. Like, losing to Convoke, it just doesn't matter. Like, you're not playing games of Magic. You're not, like, it's not real life. It is just, you know, a mulligan to the sweeper is what I will tell you. I could have mulliganed, but we're playing platinum games. It's fine. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think this is an okay list. Like, it's just a starting point if someone wants to mess around with Lutri deck. And shout out to the guy who commented. This one was for you. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.